Peaches says we got a $9,000 grant for our barbecue kitchen. Wait a minute. So I'm trying to recall. Are you Peaches in the food desert as well, Peaches, that we talked to on the audio before? Because I meet a lot of y'all restaurant owners, food truck owners, etc. Are you the same Peaches? Let me know. Because my memory is good when it want to be. I remember details of stories and stuff. I can tell you what we talked about. I can tell you what happened. I can't tell you if you're the same Peaches. But let me know. Because it's, yeah, before I assume, I don't want to assume anything. But let me know. Is that you that also did barbecue? Yep, Dr. Karen says accessibility upgrades. Thank you, Peaches. So you telling me, okay, because I was trying to contain my joy. Since we talked, about 2 months ago, on this live, you've went out, applied for a grant, and won $9,000 for your barbecue kit. Is that what you're telling me? Is that, Peaches? Are you like the proof that what I be talking about works? Peaches? Let me know. Again, I don't want to assume. If so, you need to come on back on the live. We need to update, my dear. Metro Detroit, Romulus, Michigan, clean to the bone. Peaches, do you need to come back on here and talk to me? I think you do. I think so. Should we send you in? Should we bring Peaches on the live, y'all? Because, see, that's how y'all do me. Y'all come and learn and go apply and get that money, and I don't hear from y'all. It'd be a minute. Then come back and be like, remember when you had Peaches? Don't make me scream. I ain't got no voice, okay? All right. Resilience said upgrades to my home for residential care, home for elderly, accessibility upgrades is what Charlene. There you go, Charlene. I'm glad this is helping. Our city approached us, but I still had to write for it, of course. But you felt more prepared since our conversation, right? I'm taking credit. I don't really care, Peaches. I'm gonna take credit, okay? Okay, you can come on. Right, Resilience said, come on, Peaches. Okay. Let's bring Peaches up, everybody. Can we give her a hand in the chat while I figure out how to... I think I just sent the invitation. Oh, did I do...
Hello.
Yes.
So I'm talking a little low because I'm at a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
But after I saw real quick, we talked the very, very first time, I reached out to the city, my local community, Romulus, Michigan, and was like, hey, Detroit has these things called Motor City Grants where they're giving $50,000 and $100,000 to small business owners and helping them do this, that, and the other. Do we have something on a smaller scale for our businesses in our small community? And sure enough, they did. So I just had to write, I had to write what we wanted, how we're going to use the money, and how it was going to help our business advance in the community. And they gave us I think it was like $9,500, and we got a big freezer and refrigerator. We stocked up on everything, on all of like our pantry things, stuff that won't spoil and like that. And then we filled up that freezer with ribs and brisket and pulled pork, and it's really nice not having to use a residential refrigerator for our food anymore. And it's made a huge difference. We had a couple deaths in the family. My husband's daughter died at 35 of a heart attack. And then my uncle accidentally shot himself. So we've been at a standstill, and I've kind of like shut down for a little bit as far as doing other things. But it is my intent that before the fall is up, I will have completed your program.
Because that's what I was trying to recall. I recall you joining the mentorship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know we talked and you were telling us you're in the food desert. It's not a lot of options out there. And now you've won $9,500. What gave you the confidence to
You
like
did.
at least reach out and see if money?
You did, because the way you were talking, and you were saying you have to find your own opportunities. You have to go out there and research and look. And since I knew Detroit, the city of Detroit, was getting like lots of federal money to do these type, they call it Motor City Match. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's really, really big. And Mayor Duggan has used it to, he used it to, um, what am I trying to say? I'm sorry, I'm having like a little brain fart. He used that money to revitalize the broken neighborhoods. And now, like, it's people who haven't been to Detroit in like 15 years wouldn't recognize it. Even in 10 years, they wouldn't recognize it. So I figured if the big cities was getting that, maybe us smaller cities were getting that as well. So I'm like, you know what? That's the easiest thing I can do is pick up the phone and make a phone call. And I did. And then they told me what we needed to do, which I had to like write like a, I don't want to say a thesis, but I literally had to write out what we wanted, why we wanted it, how we were going to use it, and how it was going to benefit the community. Because we're trying to bring our downtown back. Our downtown is just deserted. Everything that we used to have in the downtown area for Romulus is gone. And for some of you who are wondering where Romulus, Michigan is, if you've ever flown into Detroit Metropolitan Airport, you were in Romulus. The airport is right in the middle of our community. So our community is, you have the airport in the middle, and then you have the four corners, so to speak. And so and we're a bedroom community. There's very little in our community other than hotels, rental car places, and such for the airport.
Wow. Condolences for lifing. I get it. I
Mhm.
understand, and I'm happy to see you back. I know we haven't had much conversation since. I'm happy that you've won your first grant. Can we say congratulations in the chat, y'all, to
Can I
this?
ask you a quick question though?
Yeah.
Before my doctor comes in here. I've had somebody reaching out to me with your stuff, Black women in grant. I knew that wasn't you. I knew that wasn't you, and I blocked them. I blocked them. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
you would
okay,
know me because I
somebody's
sent you.
trying to steal your stuff, and they're reaching
Yeah.
out to your people, asking them about filing grants for them. And I'm like, no, she doesn't do that. She's not doing that. She already told me it costs too much money for me. If you got the money to use me, then come on with it. And when I heard that, I was like, oh no, I don't have that kind of money.
So I make sure you guys have access to the mentorship program like you. And so did you do any of the work in the program, or was it just our last conversation on the live that gave you the confidence to reach out and find your own opportunity?
I started working on it, like I was reading it. I wasn't doing any of the actual work, I was just reading through it. But basically, it was you saying, look, you got to go out there, you got to find it, you got to look for it. And I just looked for the easiest, most least, uh, what's the word I'm looking for?
The
The
lowest hanging
least
fruit.
blocks for me to get through it. What's the easiest one I can go after and still get something? And that's what I did.
So like the lowest barrier to
Yes, that's the word.
win.
Barriers, the least amount of
Yeah.
barriers.
Love it. Did you feel a certain way? Like, oh, not only is there money, but I've won it. Like, how did you feel after winning?
I felt really good and I felt appreciated by the city because, we moved to Romulus in 1980. So I was like 11 and I finished school there and I worked on the fire department for my community as paid on call firefighter for 18 years. So I'm really immersed in our community. Um, and just to be able to the city to come in and say, look, we appreciate our businesses and you can apply to get this grant. And now other things have come since then. We've gotten more caterings, and the city has been putting our businesses, like all the businesses, not just mine, but in the city, on the website so people know that we're there. And so they're really supporting us. And that really made me feel good.
Peaches, what's your real name? Is it Peaches?
Dawn,
Dawn,
Dawn
what's
S.
just S is the initial?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I share your story on our
Yes,
website? Okay.
absolutely.
Can you inbox me your more of your details? I know you just said S. I need your last name and just like
Okay.
I'm gonna use your testimonial of what can be possible. Also, do you know the website that the city is featuring you? I love to just go take a screenshot.
Um, You know what? It's probably buried at this point on
Oh,
the
okay, okay.
community site because it's just Romulus. There's a city of Romulus. Um, there's a city of Romulus, and then there's stuff. I think it's like cityofromulusgov.com because for some reason they missed out on getting the .gov. But then
Oh,
they actually have Facebook page. They have a Facebook page for Romulus for the citizens and stuff like that. So they just put it on the community page on Facebook. So it's probably buried because it's been many months ago.
yeah. And um, what would you tell somebody? Because we got some restaurant owners on here, and I always try to encourage y'all that there is funding available. Even if you got to make your own way, I love that you were like, let me just see. You know, that shows the power of Black women. Like when we want something, we're going to find a way to make it happen. So, what would you say to our restaurant owners here, those that are going to come to the lives in the future,
Oh,
about
is it
looking?
time? Okay, I can't. I gotta go.
Okay,
Okay,
we
bye
will talk.
bye. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Bye. Okay, let me figure out. Okay, there we go. She disconnected. We're gonna find her, y'all. Can we celebrate Miss Peaches? I knew the doctor was gonna come in as soon as it started getting good. But I'm glad she's at the doctor's office. I've been doing the same thing this week. I got 3 more appointments set next week, so I know how it is. So hopefully she'll join us again. But that's how y'all do. Y'all do drive-by wins, and I love it. I'm like, wait a minute, come talk to us real quick. So we should have brought her up sooner. I had to make sure it was her though, because I remember our conversation. She also was hiding out, came on camera, talked to us a couple months ago, and told us about her living in a food desert, her restaurant being in a place where, it had